Hey guys, welcome back to Universal. Last time we did Jaws, well, the first themed area, which was Jaws, or themed to Jaws. I was really happy with how this turned out, and we're moving on to another themed area. It's all themed areas so far, and as you can see, we're not moving around the park. We're going to be moving to the opposite side, because we're going to do Paddington, which is, a small little area like Jaws, which is not like a major themed area like some of the next ones we might do. It's just a small little area, no big rides. Jaws had a big boat ride, but this one's got some little flat rides in it and a little playground and stuff. So it's a very fun little cute area. And I thought for this episode, I'd get into a bit of costume because I didn't really do it with Jaws and I couldn't really do it with the first few episodes. I think it's fun, so let me pop on a costume. That's better. Yeah, I'm dressed as Paddington. Don't I look beautiful? There's a few things we need to do first. The first thing is we need to kind of finish off the area that kind of leads up to Paddington. So this schematic that you can see here is not the Paddington area. It is what I'm about to build, which is, let me go free cam, which is this, like kind of the second half of the front of the lake. Got a nice little area. So I'm going to quickly build that and then we're going to move on to Paddington. Oh yeah. Oh, I've done a little bit more progress than I said I would, but it's not too much to worry about. So I've made this little heating area stuff with the area that we've extended over here. I've got a lakeside fountain. I'll put the arrows in at some point. I think the other fountains that I have in the park, I'll show on screen. Obviously we don't really have the lake yet, and probably won't for a while. There's some spiders. And it's been slowly dug out, but right now, there is not much of a pretty view, but in my test world there is. It looks really nice. You just have to trust me on that one. And the other day I did a little stream. Haven't streamed in a while, and we kind of just started building the foundations of this Paddington land, and got some the main areas kind of laid out. So over here we have one of the rides. There's another ride over there. This is a playground area, and over here is our kind of restaurant of the area, which is gonna be like a afternoon tea kind of place, which I think is quite fitting for Paddington. If you want to see any more streams, obviously subscribe. Those bombers at the background, I need to get rid of them, and there's these ones as well. I'm happy with where this is going, but obviously there's a lot more to do. I'm gonna hone in on some specific areas this time. Instead of doing this general bit. So first I'm going to start with this little ride, which is kind of like a little skyline-y ride. It goes up, spins around, goes back down. I don't really know what to call it. It's like the flying elephant kind of rides, except they're not elephants, they're hot air balloons. You can kind of see it on the concept art. So I'm going to quickly construct that. We'll be back. So here's our first ride. Nothing crazy, obviously. It is just kind of a simple flat ride. Try to go up here. I also built all the drill. I got some help, and I also built some of the trees as well. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Obviously, it doesn't work. I use a little armor stand thing here in the bottom to make it look a little bit more stable. But yeah, it's just kind of like you would spin around and sit in your little hot air balloons and. Yeah, that's about it. It's on the concept art, that's the best I can do. Yeah, and the other ride here, which this is going to be a teacups. And that's it. Okay, I know I'm not making this sound that interesting, but it does look very cool in the end. And we need this kind of area, just something simple, and making big, giant, complicated rides is enough as it is, so it's kind of nice to do something kind of simple like this. I'm going to move on, and we're gonna do this thing and this thing. I'll just do it all in one, just quickly, like right now. I'm gonna do it right now. I do this every time I transition. I should think of something more creative. Last little attraction is done. So first, we've got kind of like teacups, literally teacups. I'd imagine in real life there'd be more than these, but you know, it's just this is all a little bit more scaled down, and so this is the best I could really do. It was a little bit tricky to try and get it right. Went through a lot of different designs. Well, I think it gets like the sense of it, you know, sitting here. Yeah, and they'd spin around a lot. The whole platform would spin, and then these things would spin themselves, you know, just a bit like, what's it, Alton? The Marauders Mayhem, you know, something like that. Those kind of rides. Or just your general teacups, that I imagine most of you will understand how that works. And then there's this lovely little area, which is the kind of playground little spot. I still need to finish some things up. I want to put little banners in these shelves that say marmalade for the giant marmalade art jar that's here, which you can see on the concept art. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's just kind of like a little playground. It's very safe. Yeah, for children to go up here, go across the bridges. These are monkey bars, which you can't use. I'd jump across like that. But look, we got a honey pot, which is kind of cool. There's a few slides. Here. Yeah, you just really lots of fun, you know. Jumping around. So much fun. Yippee. 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 But yeah, you get the general gist of this space, but I think it's really cute. I like having like a. You can clearly tell it's like a little kids area. I think it's themed to Paddington. It's quite sweet. Also, these need names. I need a name for this one, and I need a name for this one. I don't know what to call them. So, if anyone has any ideas, or I'll try to think of things between episodes, let me know. Okay, so there's just a couple little last details left to do. So we've got this. There's a little stand here, and the main restaurant. Keep having, my voice is not good today. A little restaurant at the back. Let me go over that. So already got it laid out. So, well, that's a little build, but I'll do something different. I'll do a slow one just for fun, you know. Okay, have fun. See you after. With his last final touch-ups, it's done. Very small area, as I've said, but it's got some. I'm really happy with it. And there's some extra details with the bamboo as well, which is pretty cool. It makes it feel a bit more jungly. And yeah, so we've got the final building at the back here, and the little building over there, which is the afternoon tea place. So this also kind of needs a name. So. Again, name suggestions. But yeah, pretty it's kind of a mix of like a jungle cafe with just quite a posh kind of aesthetic. I'm still waiting for most of these tables to kind of get to the right oxidation. There you go. Most of them are kind of getting there. It's that like third last one. This one, not too crazy. I need to get some paintings for these walls, but yeah. As I say, done. I got a little kitchen back here. Nothing crazy, but just like cute little area you can explore. That's what I like about Universal. It's like I like making it so you can explore everything realistic. I have just had the sudden thought there's no toilets here, but you know, pretty good at oh, there's none in Jaws either. I haven't built any since the hotel. Well, that's not good. I guess I'll have to make something Back to the Future at some point. That's not where we're going next. We're going over that way next. Get to that. Yeah. Finished up the signs as well. You know, like Paddington sign as you walk through, and I think I will get that armor stand. I want to do a little like episode at some point, like just or like small, or maybe even a short series. I'm not sure, of like making armor stands around the park and doing like cool things with that and like little details. That could be fun, but you know, I don't really like planning them. And when I've just, you know, built all of this, I don't really have lots of motivation to try and figure out armor stands. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that now, but something for the future, you know. But yeah, this place is really cool. Finally got that sign in for Marmalade. So that is it for Paddington. I guess thank you for watching. Next time, hopefully kind of soon. Actually, probably not, because it's going to be pretty freaking huge. We're going to be working over here, past that little wall. And we're going to be working on Minions Land. You know, the other little kind of kiddie area of the park. It's kind of good to get them, you know, out of the way. And we get some more fun stuff. But that's going to be a pretty freaking crazy build, so we'll be splitting that one into two, because I'm not doing that all at one. The hotel nearly burnt me out doing that, so definitely that'll be split into two. Also, 2 days from recording now, which will probably be the day after upload, maybe. I'm going to Florida, and I'm going to be going to all the Universals, and I'm super excited. So I guess I'll be getting some real life comparison for this part. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.